Hello, everyone. Give me a moment as we corral a kitten who is insistent on being right in the face. We're also about a minute from the ad break being done because it started very late. Oh, hi there. At least that's what Twitch is telling me. Although from Joy's reaction, I'm guessing the ad break may actually already be done and Twitch is lying to me. So, that's always good to know. What was that? Who's that? Who's done this? Six Hokage! Hello! Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Sorry, kitten is attempting to turn into soup, and so I'm slightly distracted. There we go. Thank you so much, Alice, for the raid. Greatly appreciated. 3-minute ad breaks tend to last about 90 seconds. Cool. That's great. Love that. Love that. See, I'm learning all the time. Hello, Bad Road. Hello, Joy. Six Hokage. Remind me, because I feel like I've known this on the other stream, but I've since forgotten. If there's another way you'd like to be referred to, just let me know. Otherwise, I'll go with the full name version, the Twitch name version of it. It's like a Christian name, but cooler, and more purple. Also, Arthur, are you satisfied finally? Other than nope. Okay, apparently not. Hi everybody. We're back after about a week and a half away. This is a little bit of a one-off, I guess you could say, because normally our next stream would be Monday, December the 25th, when there's kind of a big event happening. More to the point, I won't be available in the evening, so most likely anyway. Regardless, I don't expect a lot of people to be free on the 25th, so we won't be streaming on Monday. So our next stream will actually be a week from tonight, so I decided to go ahead... Okay, there. So I decided to go ahead and just do a one-off stream rather than starting into our next new thing in the wake of Alan Wake 2. Which I rushed through to the finish line, which might have been a mistake, but yeah, it's fine, we got there. So we got that. Hi, baby. You can also see Jasmine just barely off the edge of the camera here, who is nuzzling the mic. Hey, Al. So we already have a 2-cat stream, which is a great start. But yeah, so we'll have tonight's stream, and then next Thursday we'll kick off the new year properly, even though it'll technically still be December. But we'll get back to our regular Monday, Thursday schedule with a proper New Game Thursday. Next Thursday with Signalis, which I'm very excited about. That game fucks. And I'm excited to get to play it. Hi, Arthur. But tonight we're doing a one-off. Tonight we're just dorking around with Final Fantasy XIV. It's kind of my go-to. Alice, you had asked earlier about one company or going solo. I'm totally up for company. I'm just going to be doing some snow-themed dungeons. I think the first two are both Heavensward ones. So if you or Bad Road want to come along, feel free, and I can hop on the mumbles, which hopefully won't double any audio. Hello, buddy. Hi. Arthur hears me talking to you all, and I guess has some kind of a problem with that, and keeps just trying to put his mouth in my mouth. It's kind of a reverse lion tamer situation, where they would like put their head into the lion's mouth as a like show of bravado. Except here's the lion, and anyway, so that's what's happening here. House cat aggravator, yeah. All three of our cats are a little salty that we were gone for like 5 days. So they're making up for lost time with all the extra affection, which I'm not going to be mad about, let's be honest. But it means he may be more fussy than usual, which is impressive, considering. But we'll deal with that in due time. It's fine. It's not like I'm healing for these dungeons. Oh, wait. It's fine. I was gonna say, I think, and then I forgot it. No, I think that's it. I think that's pretty much we don't really have to do much preamble for the... Oh, yeah, I guess there's not much of a content warning for this one. There's probably gonna be some blood and violence in the second dungeon that we go into. That's it. short content warning for this one. Boy, that's a bit of a breath of fresh air after Alan Wake 2, huh? Really a step down from playing a horror game. We're gonna go right back up on that list when we get to Signalis next week. Whew, I'm excited for that game, but it's a horror game. Actually, expecting our next, like, basically all of spring. I'm just gonna talk for a while. Sorry, y'all. We'll get to the game eventually. I've got a plan for a new season. It won't be a Space Ace season. Arthur, you're fine. It won't be a Space Ace season, but starting with Signalis, we're gonna kick off a new. Hang on, let me make sure he's actually okay. Are you alright? You're lost? Okay, he's fine. So we're gonna kick off a new season with Signalis. I'm still workshopping the bits of it, but it's gonna be like that one and probably Cookie Cutter and Little Goody Two Shoes, which, holy shit, that game really caught me off guard. Wow, that game. Anyway, and then maybe Small Saga, which kind of came out of nowhere and is remarkable. Been a lot of good, like, cute little ones. So yeah, it's been just a series of bangers that we're gonna kick off the new year with, and I found a theme that actually ties them all together that I'm also very happy with. But yeah, it is gonna kick off with a couple of back-to-back horror games. Cookie Cutter has some different content warnings, as Joy is already familiar with. That game is a lot. That game is a lot. We'll get into it. We'll get into it down the road. It's wonderful and hilarious, and it's so much. It's so much. Let me get Mumble started, and we'll hop into the game, and we'll play around in the virtual snow for a little bit. And yeah, we're just gonna have a chill night. We're just gonna have a chill night with some laid back, snowy dungeons and maybe a trial in the ice. And I outfitted the whole room just for this. This chandelier required killing a god. I don't even know how to get into it other than that, but it was fun. And now it's a hot tub in the room. It's great. It's a good time. I got a carbuncle clock. Its ears are the little hour things. It's great. Oh yeah, and I got the Spriggan hat off a treasure map, and it matches the little Spriggan friend. Spriggan friend is still one of my favorite minions. They have this rock that is very precious to them, and if you watch them long enough, every once in a while, they will hold up the rock and be very proud of it, and other times they will drop the rock and panic for like a second, but then they'll find the rock, and because it's just right in front of them. There you go. They're holding up the rock very proudly there. It's very cute. Also, hang on one second. Let me improve our contrast a bit here. That may help a little bit in terms of the sharpness. All right, now, mumble, our voice chat system, which hopefully will not take away. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I hear a bad road. Hello, I hear it, Alice. Chat, are y'all able to hear them all right? And hopefully not able to hear me twice?
I can hear Bad Road. I can't hear Andy.
I hear Alice.
Oh, no.
Except, no, I can't hear Bad Road either, so it's on my end.
All right. Bad Road, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear Andy.
Okay, all right. So it's not that Mumble is... It's not that OBS has, like, got exclusive control of the mic. All right. Good. We'll give Alice a moment for configurations. In the meantime, let me actually get my interface back. Bloop. Bloop. There it is. Look, actual keys. I should probably figure out what I'm playing, huh? We'll queue up the dungeons in the meantime. Oh, right. Snowcloak is actually technically part of the...
Don't we need a party before we queue?
We need a party before we queue, but I can select the things first.
Oh, okay. What was the answer?
The answer was I'd placed something on top of the switcher for my headphones, and it had pressed the other button.
Oh no. Give me a cat hair. I don't know how that happened.
Sometimes I sit stuff on my keyboard and it says, and the chat goes, "Oh."
Fantastic.
I am still kind of learning Sage, as
Okay.
I haven't played since the tutorial.
Fair.
So I'm trying to remember what all combos together, and the answer is everything.
Well, the first two I have in mind. And I have to send this message. Oh, right. Of course, the follow delay. I forgot I even had that on the thing from the old, like, bot raids from... I don't even know if those are still a thing. They might be.
They
But
are occasionally, but they actually get dealt with.
I may just turn that off then. Thank you for waiting that out to answer the question that I asked before you were able to answer it.
We just have a followers-only chat with no delay, and that actually prevents a lot of problems.
I may have to do exactly that. I'll find that on the VOD to remind me. All right,
Okay.
Keaton, now you need to go on the floor again. All right, so Alice, would you prefer to keep learning Sage? Because this will be like 50-51 level.
Yeah,
right.
I think I can try to keep learning Sage.
And Battered, are you up for tanking, or would you prefer damage?
I need to sharpen my Axe of the Blood Emperor anyway.
What an incredible sentence. Cool, then I'll stay Red Mage, which is what I am already. I'll keep my Spriggan hat on. All right,
I
Dust
don't
Bunny.
yet have a glamour, so my Sage is just wearing the Scholar gear. You notice how they decided to make the Scholar a summoner, and so they had, when they wanted to make a traditional Final Fantasy Scholar, they had to call them Sage.
Yes. Yeah. I'm gonna hit this button again and see what... Does that actually... That doesn't change anything. Okay, cool. That just changes it for me.
Except you're not a traditional scholar. You don't hit people with books. You have laser birds.
That's true. That's true. The regular, or the Scholar in this game does have the books on me. I am wearing clothes that look like Scholar clothes, though.
That's true.
And that was
Aesthetically.
the first outfit it gives.
Well, I'm still wearing my frilly dress and tam o' shanter with the leather gloves and knee-high boots.
Nice. What a good look. Alright, I'm gonna... hang on. I'm gonna deal with a cat first, who is still being very insistent about FaceTime. And then, yeah, I'll queue us up for... I was gonna start with Snowcloak and Dusk Vigil, because they're very, wintry.
Nice and simple.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice, simple, wintry.
Very on theme for the winter solstice.
I run Snowcloak about once a week for the Wondrous Tales.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
I still have not gotten myself to worry about Wondrous Tales.
I needed the tomestones for a whole bunch of stuff, so I was grinding them for a while as a way to get 500 a week.
I just want the little wind-up pets she has.
Oh, valid. Alright, Arthur, you gotta stay put. He's not gonna stay put.
Wow, Sage does not lose very many things by going down 20 levels.
No, I think they learned at some point that, like, you're gonna have to go back so not to, like, depower you, I guess? To give you a lot of, like, your core kit.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be less jarring.
I think a lot of the stuff that I've lost is level ups of things that haven't been lost.
Yeah.
You have a stranger.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't go on synced. I went ahead and just figured we would get a +1. It was a bard, it looks like.
Oh, some kind of range DPS. They got Peloton.
Mm-hmm.
I will attempt not to mess up all my rotations. There we go.
Well, just spamming out all my instants seems pretty effective.
Yeah, Sage can be a very mobile healer, which I like. Because so much of your stuff is instant cast or can become instant cast with Eucrasia.
Uh-huh.
Ah.
I have to worry about switching on and off of the tank, though, because I have to worry about switching to damage targets as well to keep my healing up.
Yeah.
That's going to be complicated at times.
Yeah. It definitely teaches you that you have to keep doing damage. You can't just be a heal bot as Sage.
Uh-huh.
Oh, sorry. Let me.
Yeah.
I need
Kaboom!
to grab aggro from everything. I'm not just soloing this time. There,
I'm not sure how I'm supposed to keep Bad Road's health high, though. I feel like I'm centering him out, and that's about all I can manage.
That's honestly fine. Like I said, I'm warrior. I don't really need a healer.
Hmm.
Yeah, particularly with warrior, you're going to be slowly like regenerating your own health. So as long as you're shielding,
Which one is the shield?
it's Eucrasian dosis, I think.
Diagnosis? Oh, what is
Yeah, that sounds right.
Diagnosis? No, there's
It-
dosis and diagnosis.
Diagnosis. It's whatever your heal would be. Your single target heal, and then when you do Eucrasian version of that, it'll put a shield on him instead.
Yeah, I'm trying to find dosis, and I don't see it, and that's
I might have the name
probably a
wrong.
bad thing.
I probably should not have pulled another pack while you were fiddling with your
I'll grab this one.
taskbar.
Oh, good. Did you
Yeah.
get my res?
No.
I'm not seeing the thing on it.
Oh, what the hell?
Alright, I think we can get this one down. And kaboom!
I cast the res. I don't know why it didn't take.
There you go.
Wait. I've got dosis, diagnosis, and prognosis, but I can't find dosis on here. Prognosis. This is... Oh, dosis is my fucking regular attack. Okay.
Oh, okay, so maybe it is diagnosis
So,
then.
Diagnosis is the one that shields, yeah.
Got it, okay. I had to just Osis all of them so they sound the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I could. Body
Yeah,
block.
it's when they do the directional charge. Oh, it's on me.
Mhm.
Blop. This is the one you can intercept. When it's the rectangle. Thank you.
This guy is annoying to solo.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
It's a long stun too.
I mean, when I'm 20 levels over him, it's not a problem. It's just,
It's just
When
annoying.
you're synced, though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yep, stay out of that. Speed the knockback.
Ow.
That's the one we can get in. And share!
Sorry.
Much appreciated.
There we go. That's fine, it doesn't have to be the tank, it's just it's kinda like a stack up. So anybody can split. Well, let me get out.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I was up against the wall. That's fine.
And dead.
Good job.
Victory.
This is almost as much to keep track of as original Scholar.
Hmm.
So I'm having trouble getting used to it again.
I'm guessing we don't want to multi-pull since our healer is
Yeah,
Yeah,
learning the class.
let's go
I'm
slow.
very much not gonna be able to handle that. Yeah.
Plus, we're still making good time.
Uh-huh. There's just so many things. Is all. Such wonderful sights to show me.
We have such sights to show you.
That sounds
How
sounds like my reaction when I unlocked Red Mage.
Oh my god. Of all the jobs, yeah.
Red Mage, I did not feel like I could put the time into.
No job daunted me as much out of the gate as Red Mage. I understand it and I love it now, but like, I was overwhelmed when I unlocked it the first time.
Yeah.
That's how I felt too, and I may go back to her eventually, but
It was a while. I had to learn other casters and then come back to Red Mage.
Oh, I didn't know this box was here.
Treasure! I am once again out of Grand Company seals, so I will take all the treasure we can get. Oh, right. We have to do a zombie murder.
You've been pouring all your seals into the submarines.
Yeah. We did just unlock the second site for both the submarine and the airship, so we can soon have 2 submarine and 2 airship.
Oh, well,
I still have no idea what any of that is.
It's essentially once a day I send them both out, and they have a chance to get us like unique stuff.
Oh, cool.
So like
Well, I'm glad you're handling that.
the pink mog palms that are now in the yard were made with stuff that can only be gotten from submarine voyages.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it
Thank
was
you
neat.
for handling it.
It was very fun.
if you ever need more company seals, I usually have a lot.
All right.
And if I don't have a lot, I know how to get more quickly.
Doing one run of like a level 70 dungeon, and then just turning all of the gear
Yeah.
into the expert delivery usually gets me about like 10k.
That's pretty good.
It's a mint.
I just picked up a bunch of Void Drake seeds and
Ooh.
dumped them in the company chest,
Ooh.
but
I may borrow some of those because I
well,
like
that's why I
the
put them in the company chest.
Yeah,
for
but thank you.
everyone to use them.
the blue foxhide stuff that you can trade those for.
That's the main reason I want it for. That was absolutely a sentence. Don't worry about it.
This game makes you say sentences that don't exist. It's fine.
But
Oh, this is the hokey pokey boss. We gotta get in. We gotta get out.
Yep. Most of the time we say DDR, but this one's
Yeah, that works too.
hokey. No, this one's definitely more hokey pokey than DDR.
I'm a tank. Every boss is hokey pokey to me.
True.
This is just a more intense hokey pokey.
But
The wrong button. Get
the
in.
The main reason I haven't planted the Void Drakes yet is because we did not have 8 Shroud topsoils.
Mmm.
And I have been not feeling well.
There we go.
And so I have not been doing a lot of it's basically all I could do to keep up with my dailies, to be honest.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I hope you're feeling better, by the way.
Keep up with my my dailies. So I feel ya.
Yeah. Oh god. So much stuff. Everything is happening all the time.
When I solo
fuck.
this unsynced, I just I don't even I ignore the ads. I just
Right,
work
just skip the
straight
ads.
down.
Honestly, the Kyurgens are really the only ones you have to worry about. The knights are fairly ignorable, even synced.
I guess that's
But-
why you've been tagging the.
Yeah, that's why I've been tagging the Kyurgens, because their abilities are a real pain in the ass.
Immensely.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's with most stuff. Kill the healer.
Mhm.
No offense.
like,
I'm used to saying that when I am the healer, so it's less offensive.
like,
I mean, that's
uh,
what I tell people when I'm the healer in Overwatch.
Right.
Most of the time.
like they said on Penny Arcade regarding Team Fortress 2.
Right. Don't kill
Once
the
a medic
heavy.
says, you shoot this guy right here.
Mhm. All right, I have a shield.
It costs $400,000 to fire this weapon for 12 seconds.
It's $200,000.
The shorts
Well,
in
that's a
TF2 were honestly some of the best media around video games for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to roll need on the last tank thing, so I'll roll it on that one.
There you go.
I'm thinking about taking the most bimbo-looking,
Go on.
glamour for Sage. I think that would be wonderful.
I
That
support this.
Probably, would that be the curl skin bikini I made for you?
Yeah, that's definitely gonna be part of it.
That's my Lancer.
Remember to commit war crimes and kill the healer. Exactly.
I'm basically gonna be legally blonde over here.
Nice. Well, like it's hard?
The reason shooting medics is a war crime is because the people they treat are not going to get up and start fighting again.
True. Also, I think the Gold Saucer does literally have the, like, classic bunny outfit.
Oh, that's true.
So you could literally be legally blonde.
I remember there was something I didn't like about the bunny outfits in this game in particular. I don't remember what it was, though.
I kind of feel like now that they've added Vieira, the bunny suit is a little racist.
I specifically got it on my Vieira.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, alright, fair enough.
What do the ears look like on a Vera?
They're just double ears. They're behind your regular ears.
Wonderful.
Just like Mikote.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And humans, technically.
Yeah.
Which of the ears is the decorative one? That's a great question.
There's this webcomic
Ooh, a
I
book.
follow on Pixiv
Benui.
that makes fun of the four-eared furry.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Like, there are furries in universe,
Mm-hmm.
and somehow human artists still draw furries with both sets of ears.
Incredible. Oh, that's funny. I can't say more. I don't want to spoil it. Don't worry about it. I didn't say anything. Ignore me.
All okay. I won't worry about it then.
That's
Alright, that's the one where we have to hide behind rocks.
Have to hide behind the rocks when whirling jail. Like that.
Yeah.
You can also just, if you just run away from it the whole
Yes.
Yeah.
Which, when your melee is a little bit easier, yeah.
That's also just a lot of work, though.
For casters, it's a little bit trickier to do that and still be effective.
time. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Like, if you're a black mage, you have to prop triple spell, which you don't have at this level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But I've been going through as a warrior or sometimes a ninja.
yeah.
Mhm.
And yeah, for melee, you can just keep running.
Oh, they fixed the bug.
Hmm?
It used to be if you were caught by the wind and you got behind a rock, it would still keep pulling you, and nobody paid
Yes.
attention to that.
Yes, that was so annoying.
But yeah, that's not happening now, and I'm very happy about that. I'm trying to figure out what the real difference is between Eucrasian prognosis and diagnosis.
Multi-target?
That might be it. No, they're all just targeting you.
Okay.
One of them is a like single target with a long cooldown that also restores your mana.
Let's see.
And the other
It's a
one-
magic barrier which nullifies damage equaling 125% of the amount of the HP restored. When critical HP is restored, also grants. Okay, so Eucrasian diagnosis only grants a shield if you're in critical health, apparently.
Got it.
While prognosis always erects the barrier, and it's a stronger barrier too, but it's got much lower cure potency.
So yeah, I think the idea is that you can essentially do both because the other one's an off-global cooldown. So you can do your normal shield and then immediately do prognosis.
Off-global.
Oh, neat. Then never mind.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Yeah, diagnosis is an or Eucrasian diagnosis and regular
Right.
diagnosis are
It's
mostly-
OGCD, yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, sweetheart.
Right.
All right. Oh, I love that it's
That's
snowing in Gridania because this is where the event quest is.
Mm-hmm.
It's
So,
snowing in the goblet.
oh, neat. Okay, so maybe it's just all the residences.
Yeah.
Teleport to.
We have a fuzzy kitty. Hello, fuzzy kitty. Hi there.
I'm gonna pop over to New Gridania.
I got a couple of the Chocobo topiaries from the event and set them in the yard because
Oh,
they're
nice.
all lit up.
Yeah, I put one in my yard too.
I did notice that they actually are like they're pulsing a little bit.
Yeah.
It's cute.
I told y'all you have your secondary residence at my house, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's head over there right now.
So,
It actually shows up on my teleport list too.
hey,
Yeah. There we go.
Here
I
we
haven't-
are.
I love that there's the kettle. And yeah, there's
the
the
kettle.
topiary.
I took
That's so
so
good.
much time getting that kettle.
Oh yeah. It's the best piece of furniture.
Kettle.
It's, oh god.
Oh, we have a bath too.
Yeah, I made a hot tub. Or hot
I
spring?
haven't done a lot of decorating over at my place. I've got the topiary, the kettle, the crafting benches, the chandelier, and the one fish tank.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Fish tank, very important. But yeah, these like pink little tree things were stuff that I made with stuff that we got from the voyages. And I didn't expect them to be that large.
They're amazing though.
I love them
I
so
love them
much.
So much.
And I got them, and I on the crafting screen, it doesn't give you a sense of scale. So I was like, oh, cute! It's gonna be like a little flower, right? Because it looks like a little like a dandelion or whatever. And so I'm like, cute! I'll plop it right here. So I made 3 because I thought I'd put them like in a row, and then I plopped one of them down, and it's the size of a freaking tree, and I'm like, oh.
Is that is what you're riding, Bad Road? Is that from Moogle Quests?
Yes.
Yes, that's from the Moogle tribe.
I gotta get back into tribal quests at some point.
It is a cloud mallow.
Yeah, honestly, like, I don't know if it's the only reason, because some of the quest lines are also very cute, but a lot of the mounts from the tribes are like most of the reason to do it. Like,
Let's see.
What's baffling about the Moogle quests is how you get them.
right?
It's an unrelated quest line that takes place all over the fucking country,
Yeah.
and you can't, and there's no marker on it other than just a regular quest marker.
It's
Yeah.
this
So,
arcane
and
sequence of
sometimes-
unrelated side quests, or seemingly unrelated side quests.
like, they're definitely related once you start doing them and read the story.
Yes.
But it's so hard to track down the next one. I just gave up and used a guide.
I had to too.
I just did every quest I could find.
Well, that's one way. I need to take this guy off my favorites because he seems to show up like every other time I call him out.
This is the mount you get from the Kojin side quests.
Yeah.
The Kojin quests.
Yeah.
It's one of the ones I was most excited about.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's very good.
I like Master Typhon here.
Yeah, I like that he has a butt face.
Where do you get?
Mhm.
Of course he does.
Him.
Him.
750,000 MGP.
Oh, okay.
Ouch.
It
All right.
took me a while.
Okay. Well, I spent $1 million on a
Oh, on the cloud card,
Strife.
the triple triad card.
Triad card.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
This was. I have no MGP. I gambled it all away because I love this mount so much.
Mhm.
I'm back at 80,000.
Nice.
Soda Pop's still my favorite.
It's so good. All right. How are we doing on ads? I will go ahead and I will snooze this for a little longer. Let's see if we can get into Snowcloak and get it done. Let's see, that's in Realm Reborn? Yeah, all right.
We found one that's as big as mine.
Oh, this is
From the Ananta.
Not as long.
from the Ananta quests.
Mm-hmm. What's your biggest mount, Andy?
Your cat told me that's just an elephant.
It is a Merid.
Just in terms of length, it's probably this one.
Oh no, it's so tiny.
They're all scaled down because Lalafell.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So.
So like all of mine are tinier.
Yeah, this is
Slightly larger.
how big it is for a. I don't know how big it would be for a. Who are the big ones?
There's two big ones.
Rogadine or Hrothgar, yeah.
I don't have Hrothgar, so Rogan.
Yeah. Grandfather of all dragons might be the biggest I've got.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think he might stay the same size regardless of who you are. Which is appropriate.
Yeah.
Alright, Arthur, baby,
Let me
I
pull
love
out mine and find out.
you. Yeah, that's somebody's got a Midgard somewhere. We'll take a look at him. Oh, you
Oh,
got
yeah.
the Feywiber! Oh, yay!
Yeah, I got that when everyone was running Praetorium for a month.
Right, at the irregular Tombstone event.
So
It's a silly game, this one, and I love it.
I queued for like 3 or 4 different duties during that would give the tombstones just
Mhm.
just so I'd have a little bit of variety.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'd be on one of the other ones and someone was doing it for the first time, and I did Ultima's Bane
Oh.
with someone for the first time, and
Mhm.
you know, at the end, Gaius is lying on the ground,
Mm-hmm.
and so as is tradition, I went over and stood up, and danced on his corpse,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and the person
as one does.
who was in the group doing it for the first time looks at me and says, "You're dancing on him, dancing on him, lol."
I love it. That's so good.
So yeah, Midgard is the same size regardless.
Right, because it's just one dragon.
Good for
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. Alright.
I'm only one dragon.
I am but one
little
dragon.
one.
As opposed to Hresvelger, who is every dragon.
There's not a Hraesvelgr mountain that's probably for the best because no one would stop joking with him about it, I'm sure. Alright, I don't think we're gonna get through a whole dungeon before the ads run on their own, and that would be awkward in the middle. If y'all are okay with it, we'll take just a quick break now,
Okay.
and then do Snowcloak in a few minutes.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. And chat will be back here in just a few minutes. I'll run some ads and block them if you got them. See you in a bit.
Okay.
All right. Welcome back, everyone. We're having an impromptu dance party, as one does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were just... God, we were just... Oh, we were talking about Deep Dungeons.
Right.
Yeah.
Palace of the Dead, Heaven on High. There's a new one that I've already forgotten the name of, but there's three all told.
So
Mhm.
I was doing Palace of the Dead the other day, and I think my MP was actually went up at one point. I don't know why.
I think Palace of the Dead has a MP buff that's just
There are-
left over from back before MP was set.
Yeah.
There are also floor effects.
Mm-hmm.
So you may have just gotten to a floor that was like, you get more mana, and
Yeah.
it'll break the rules.
That's the stuff that's left over from before MP was set to 10,000.
Yeah.
I tried a couple of runs as a ninja and got
Mhm.
bodied, so I
Oof.
did what I usually do and just went in as a warrior, and that was fine.
I got down to the first boss as the Dragoon, and I forgot that I had all these items I'd been collecting.
Oh, no.
I got squashed.
Valid. But yeah, no, we can totally do that as a group at some point, and I think probably the three of us would be able to clear it. I would imagine.
Oh,
So-
definitely.
You see my tiny Tatsunoko?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got him. I got him fishing. There's another one in the vault if one of you wants one.
I love the little snoot.
I
Yeah.
need to find a tiny Capcom so they can fight on the Wii.
I see what you did there. That's very good.
I actually don't.
Oh, there's Marvel versus Capcom, Street
Yes.
Fighter versus X-Men.
Yes.
There's also Tatsunoko versus Capcom, which is like 100 years of anime versus Capcom.
Yes.
Oh.
Actually, a great way to describe it.
Mhm.
All right. Let me make sure. Okay, cool. I've got Snowcloak queued up.
Okay.
Are you two ready for another one?
Yeah, I need to switch back to Sage real quick.
Hey.
Where is she on my bar?
She's here somewhere.
Yeah, I had to rearrange stuff because I got Sage, and
Yeah.
she's number 13, but then she's like number 7 on the bar, and because everything's
Number-
out of order.
Number one in our heart.
In our hearts. Thank you. You beat me to it.
At some point, I just went in and rearranged all my classes and put the gatherers at the top, and then all the crafters, and then
Mhm.
tank, range DPS, melee DPS, magic DPS, and healers at the bottom because I only use them to unlock weapons.
Yeah, I think I've got like
Same
my
thing.
top 5, and then I've got all my crafters and gatherers, and then the ones that I want to keep gear sets for, but I don't ever use, are always at the bottom.
Mhm. I did the same with arranging them, but that was a long time ago, and I haven't kept up with it.
Valid.
I didn't arrange it until after I had everything unlocked.
One of these days, I gotta try out Samurai just to see why people always wanna try and tank as a samurai.
It's because in the main sequence quest, Gotetsu tanks
Mm.
or
Ah.
Gosetsu.
Gosetsu, yeah.
Mhm.
Also,
I think that's being generous, but I like your read.
Mm-hmm. I think Samurai and Reaper appeal a lot to the type of gamer who wants to solo everything.
I think that's exactly it.
but they can't do that. You have to be warrior or
Yeah.
knight to do that.
Samurai is actually one of the worst jobs for trying to like face tank things. Reaper is much better at it. They can actually sump some of that. Samurai is made of paper.
So they're no Dragoon then.
No.
Dra-
Ninja's more durable somehow.
Dragoon can tank for about 25 to 30
Nope, stance.
seconds.
Yeah.
You gotta hit the button that makes them angry.
Dragoon got the original joke about floor tanking
Yeah.
because
But
they
can
actually
tank-
could.
They can tank for 25, 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But what about Reapers? Reapers love to run ahead, get killed, and then get angry at their party.
Yeah, well
As
that's
I,
good.
as I said,
Spriggans.
When everyone was running Praetorium
Mm-hmm.
24/7 for a month, because you could get
For the tombstones.
irregular tombstones from it.
Mm-hmm.
One group. Now I had multiple groups with Reapers. Not all of them were like this.
Yeah.
But one
Mhm.
group. There's that sequence where you get in Magitech armor and
Yes.
Mhm.
you run along a balcony,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and this Reaper uses teleport to get ahead of everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Jumped in the Magitech armor and dragged every single mob on that balcony to the end.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Did not fire a single shot that I could see.
Mm-hmm.
Kept them just out of my range. I was tanking as usual
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
because the queues are shorter.
Yeah.
And drags every mob on that balcony to the end.
Mm-hmm.
Gets bodied before I get close enough to fire a shot.
Oof.
And then
Ouch.
puts 3 question marks in chat.
Yep.
Incredible.
I had that exact same situation happen. I used to actually see that a lot more when it was an 8-person raid.
Yes. Because that actually used to be the Praetorium strategy.
Mm-hmm. But people, if we're doing a fighting version, people would run all the way ahead, stop at the end, and then get really angry that they die.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know
Because-
if it was the healer or the other DPS who said, "Don't pull more than you can handle."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's the rule.
eventually, I actually got to the point where on Praetorium, I could just fire my Magitech armor weapons
Mm-hmm.
as soon as they came off cooldown,
Mm-hmm.
without stopping.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Badroad, I can't remember. Was there an 8-person version of Praetorium and Castrum when you started, or was that already gone by
No.
the time you got there? Okay.
I haven't seen it.
Because yeah, the yes, it was this interesting middle point where they were trying to do essentially like proto an old version of raids. There's a reason they never did it again, but it lasted for a long time, and the older version of it, people essentially tried to, without particularly communicating it well, tried to speedrun it. With all the like glitches that implies, and
Yeah.
part of the strategy of that was to do wall-to-wall pulls, which in an 8-person synced piece of content without like voice communication is messy.
That doesn't work unless you're a blue mage with Dragon's Voice and Ultra Vibration.
Right. Usually what happened was one of the 2 tanks would be the sacrifice fly. They would drag everything, die, and then get raised into the next piece while everyone else ran past them and used the teleporter. And that was just sort of an understood thing. Unless you were one of the tanks and you didn't know that.
Or if you were one of the people who was trying to play it for the story.
Yeah.
Because everyone, at that point, you could skip the story.
Mm.
So if you were trying to actually find out what was happening,
Yeah.
you get left behind.
Yeah.
And then people would get mad at you.
By the time I joined, they had locked everyone into cutscenes together, but it was still
Oh,
it was still very confusing because no one was running it like an actual dungeon.
yeah.
Such devastation.
They've got to the point where people have to run it like a dungeon.
Yeah.
And I'm glad for that at least.
I'm very glad that they adjusted it down to a 4-person thing and went, let's give people a chance to actually enjoy this as a piece of story content, considering it's the topper for A Realm Reborn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. A Realm Reborn, there's some low points in A Realm Reborn. But
Yes.
that was up there.
It was rough. Oh, the sprites, darn it.
Why is it not letting me raise people?
Thank you.
Oh, because I'm not hitting raise, I'm hitting Icarus. Whoops.
Oh. Yep. Hrimthurs. Probably Nordic, right?
Do what?
Hrimthurs?
Definitely looks Nordic.
I'll have to look that up later.
Which is kind of weird because, like, this whole expansion is based on, like, the Church of Spain.
It's, well, yeah, and it's very French.
Yeah, it's like this mishmash of European cultures.
Which I feel is very fair considering.
Uh-huh.
There's a palette swap called Bergthurs in Ishgard.
Ooh.
Ah.
Oh shit, I got one on.
Ah!
I'm doing my best.
You're good, you're good.
Trying.
No worries. I'm
I'm
just
just
telling you.
I'm just avoiding the cone.
Yeah.
I love how calming the music in here is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, sometimes you have to hunt Bergthurs for a clan mark thing.
Oh. The Yeti. The good boy.
This fight, oh my gosh, I hate what they did to it.
The old version, and admittedly, the old version I saw frustrate so many people, so I kind of understand.
Uh-huh.
But once you understood the gimmick of the old fight, I did like it.
So fun.
It was a cool idea, but I wish they had found a way to keep it and to communicate it better.
I mean, there's still a gimmick.
Oh yeah, and it is still like close. It has the spirit.
It's just a much weaker version of the original gimmick.
Absolutely. In the old version, there were Spriggans that were coming in constantly, and you had to actually keep them alive and bait the Yeti into breathing his snow on them, and then the Spriggans would turn into snowballs,
Yeah.
which were the only thing that you could use to break him out of his second phase.
Yeah.
Oh.
But people didn't realize, because they were targetable enemies, people didn't realize that you had to keep the Spriggans alive, and tanks had been trained at this point not to point the boss anywhere but away from the entrance.
Yeah.
So it went against everything that everybody had been trained. So it was confusing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They were trying something different.
So it is a problem to ask your players to do something that you have trained them not to do.
Right, exactly.
There needed to be more bosses like this, but they went with less.
Yeah.
Diablos is the same way.
Yes. Oh my
Feel
god.
like that.
Well, yeah, because all the optional level 50 content they left alone.
Yeah.
I
So.
actually walked a party of noobs through
Through the doors.
Diablos, and I tried to explain it.
Mm-hmm.
I consider it to be the hardest test of communication in the early
Yeah.
game.
I tried to explain it.
They did change one thing that I appreciate. They made it so the... What's it called?
Don't worry about them; they'll
Sorry,
explode.
brain fart.
I thought they'll explode. Maybe not.
They made it so the symbols would appear above the door again the next time he was getting ready
Yes.
to use the attack.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
that didn't used to be the case.
Right. It used to be just a full memory game.
I noticed that
Mhm.
when I was walking them through it.
It's very nice.
Yeah. That's a good quality of life
You
change.
only have to memorize one set of doors at a time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I tried to explain the rules, and
Mhm.
we wiped,
Mhm.
and then I think one of the other players like, okay, now I understand, and we got it the
Nice.
second time.
Hell yeah.
That's my favorite feeling. Is when when you're walking back, particularly in like a trial or a raid, and someone goes, "Okay, I get it now." It's just like, yes, what a good feeling. My friend Jace, who plays White Mage, one of his favorite bosses in one of the Alliance raids is actually the boss that the first week that it came out flattened him every time. like almost every mechanic just obliterated him. But it was because it was the boss that he felt like he learned the most on, and now now gets hit by absolutely nothing on.
Hell yeah.
And so it's like, it's my favorite boss because now it makes me feel smart. Because
Hell
I've
yeah.
taken the whole journey from like, I have no idea what's going on to I know exactly your whole deal.
That's
Like,
how
that's it.
Sephiroth felt for me.
Yes.
Fucking, he kicks your ass, and then you realize there's no guaranteed damage.
Mm-hmm.
You get to the point where you're just soloing him.
Yeah. Snow claps.
Oh no. Not the
Did we mention?
Snowclops.
Did we mention this game has you say words that don't exist?
Yep, all the time. That's Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
That's
God,
not
it's
even true. Snow doesn't clop.
It does if it turns into hail.
Anyway, that's true.
Snow hail,
That ain't it.
which is like regular hail except crunchier.
Did
Where'd you
I
go?
backwards?
You did.
Yes.
I went backwards. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all ice. It looks the same.
Also, I ran in like 4 different circles
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
during that fight.
That's also my problem when I tank.
Hmm.
I always get lost. Alright, so...
So this is the area we want to kill the Harriers. Yeah, or the Chanters. There they are. Oh, they are Harriers.
Asian prognosis does in fact affect everyone, so now
Aha.
I'm starting to get it.
Nice.
Yeah, if we get the hairy charriers
Mm-hmm.
fast
There we go.
enough.
It's one fewer AoE later.
Yep.
There it is. Trident Scream.
Got one on me.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
I had DPS brain for a moment. I'm sorry.
It happens.
No worries. I survived.
As a healer, I get tank brain all the time. Hang on. I forgot that the key is a finger.
I had 90 HP. You were
That's so
exactly just
gross.
in time.
90 HP in a dream. That's the most Dark Souls key in this whole game.
Uh-huh.
It's called Finger of the Apostate.
Fenrir used to be tougher, but most of his mechanics are at least intact.
They're very similar.
I ran this once after not running it for a while,
Mm.
Uh-huh.
and I forgot his mechanic. Turns out, if you ignore the mechanics, he can just kill you even if you're 20 levels over him.
Yes, correct. Hide. Get ready to run. Get away.
Oh, right, I forgot how fast that goes.
Oh,
I am frozen.
Can we break you out? No. Okay.
There we go.
Oh no. That's right, you can do that. Nice rampart.
There we go. I keep forgetting that I have
Oh, no.
a regen.
Run! Run, Andy!
that's
I
the
took
other
that personally.
thing is, he has an AOE that he telegraphs, but it doesn't.
It doesn't have a marker.
It doesn't lay down a cone
Yeah.
Yeah.
at first. So he'll just turn in a direction and shake, and you're like, what are you up to?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Stack up, everyone.
Which, especially if you're doing this unsynced and solo, he doesn't turn. So you don't even know that something's happening.
He just sits there and shivers for a minute.
Yeah. I mean, there's a cast bar, but other than that, you don't really know that something different is happening.
There we go. I actually got the
Whew!
the res off properly.
You know?
Okay.
That's the
If
AoE.
I have a second rampart, I don't know where it is.
Mhm.
You should have an even better, like, warrior-specific 30% damage reduction. Whoop, don't be in front.
Oh, whoops! Don't be in front. Oh, that got me. I was too late.
I guess I should. I just don't know where it is.
I'll look it up later. Because there's one for each tank, they all have unique names. And I can't remember what the Warriors one is called. Ooh, nice.
Oh, good. I'm right here at the thing. That's
Works out well. I don't want to risk the jump in here. It's bad. Now I'll risk the jump in.
Got out. Excellent.
Woohoo!
All right.
Good stuff. Poor puppy.
That's okay. They'll
He only wants to end the world.
again and again and again.
It's true.
That's
I love
the
that.
thing about that's the thing about this world's espers. Can't kill them ever.
Yes, thank goodness for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so... can I say this without spoiling it? Yes, I can. I'm so excited for you specifically to get to Shadowbringers.
Uh-huh.
Because
So excited about it.
of all of the because of how much the MSQ is going to deal with, like, the crystals. And their seat in everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just is great. It's very good.
And then
Sick.
Team Ninja took that idea and ran with it, and now we have Stranger of Paradise.
And then we got Stranger of Paradise, yes!
Everyone, a lot of people I've seen streaming that game are like, this should not be this good. It is
Yeah.
too absurd to be
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's funny when it wants to be. It's dramatic when it wants to be.
Yeah.
They make Jack come off as an asshole, but still be really likable.
Like, it's remarkably, and it's very exactly like you're saying. It's very clear that a lot of Stranger of Paradise did not happen by accident. It is intentional writing. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I love
like
it.
Team Ninja once that those other guys from Dead or Alive team left.
Yeah,
It's become a really good studio.
yeah. I just
Okay,
that
Vengeance-
game came out of nowhere.
Vengeance does reduce damage. I thought it was just the counterattack, but no, it reduces damage as well.
Nice. Okay.
Ah.
Yeah, every tank should get a cooldown with a similar, like, 90-second or 2-minute thing that does a 30% reduction, and then Rampart is a roll action that does a 20% reduction, and then Warriors also later on get an additional one that's like a 10% reduction, and all your strikes heal you for like 15 seconds or something.
Yeah, that's raw intuition. I love raw intuition.
You'll get that obviously like at 54 or something like that. But
56,
God,
look at
so good.
And then at 68, you get Shake It Off, which is
Is a
full
shield.
Party.
Yeah.
Full party shield.
Oh yeah.
Warriors.
I've got
Warriors by
full
60
and
become
balanced
unkillable.
balanced.
Ooh, yes. Yeah. Alright, if y'all are up for it, I have one more snowy thing on the agenda.
Sounds great.
Which is the Ice Queen herself.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, I'm not in this game.
I don't know that I would categorize you as an Ice Queen. Although, I think you would appreciate Shiva's Butt Rock anthem. I'll play it for you later.
It's so
Alright,
good.
cool.
So yeah, if y'all are up for it,
What queen am I?
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'll tell you exactly what kind of queen you are later.
I love that
Killer Queen?
everything.
Nice.
Just about every major Esper from both A Realm Reborn and Heavensward,
Mhm.
Butt Rock Anthem.
Yes. Oh, there's another one in the Stormblood post game even.
Oh,
That
yeah?
it's not really a butt rock anthem, but it is a fight a lot like Shiva in that the like phase 2 is where the cool music kicks in.
Uh-huh. God, I love when that happens
It's-
in the fights. And they do it smoothly, so it times
Yes.
it so it's a song rolling into another instead of a hard cut.
Mahashoshi Shokin as a music director does such an amazing job. And that I think really just continues from like here forward. But yeah, because he was the director on Aquafina Amphitheater, and the one that's coming up. And yeah, every time that he got in charge of it, he does the exact same thing. And so like the worm's tail that kicks in halfway through the Shinryu fight, where it suddenly as you're falling through the air after the active time event, and it kicks in with this like chorus of chants. And it's like, okay, that's pretty fucking cool. I gotta give him that one.
I think Titan's butt rock theme also kicks off during the second phase.
I think you're right.
Oh,
Yeah.
you can stand on the chocobiaries.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hang on. Oh, that's incredible. They're solid. I love it.
They're quite solid.
Hey,
Let's make a Chibokabo Topopiary.
my head hurts. Hey, there we go. And sit. Perfect.
Is this the striking dummy I bought by accident because I got too many clan mark logs?
It might be. I think it was just in the chest. And honestly, it's nice to have a striking dummy. Because, you know, every once in a while you grab a new job and you're like, what does this do? And you can just try out your abilities on
Oh no, the fight music started.
it.
So, what do y'all think tends to be the worst classes to get in a random group?
You go first, Bedrock.
So, honestly, monk.
Oh yeah?
Interesting.
They like to pull.
Fair.
And since they don't have any ranged attacks, that means they have to run over and
Yeah.
pull.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that pulls a bunch more dudes.
I mean, they like to multi-pull. Like if they think the tank is going too slow,
Mm-hmm.
they will just run up to the next
Oh.
the next pack, punch once.
And that even makes a little bit of sense too, because until they've got, I can't remember the name of the ability, the thing that stalls their buffs, like it kind of behooves them to always be in flow state.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But it can be frustrating, especially
that
at
yeah,
levels.
right. It means that their needs are kind of working against a party that isn't moving from pack to pack to pack.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't run into that as much, but that does make sense.
I almost never see monks is the thing.
That's fair.
Yeah. That might also be part of it. Is just I don't know.
I know that.
You're healing me when you hit the dude. That's
Yeah.
okay.
That's Sage's kind of main mechanic. That's that cardia, which is the healer tank stance,
Yeah.
which I think is hilarious.
So, I haven't figured out how to make a striking dummy de-aggro.
If you I don't know how to do this on controller. With the mouse and keyboard, if you select it and then click on its thing, you can reset striking dummy enmity.
Okay. Yes.
But I don't know how to do that on a.
On my, there's a button that brings up the secondary action menu.
Nice.
I think that's basically a right click.
Or right click, yeah.
And attack, use key item, reset enmity, emote,
That's it.
mark, and focus. Oh, I can emote at him.
Yeah.
My right click just does my auto attack.
But yeah,
so I don't know.
I think if you select the name, if you left click to select the dummy and then right click on the name of the dummy, wherever you got it targeted. Interesting.
Oh,
Well-
okay. I see. Only one of the 3 places that the health bar and name show up.
Right, yeah. Sorry, I should have been clearer, yeah.
That's amazing because it works on the health bar at the top of the screen.
Yeah.
I really need to move down to the bottom near where mine is.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't work on the enemy list,
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't work on the health bar over its head.
Over its head, yeah. Only on the actual like target selected one or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I
Wild.
didn't know about
That's
So-
cool.
that. Alice,
Mm-hmm.
what class do you hate to see show up?
Paladin.
Mmm.
Every paladin This is an exaggeration. Okay, I'm gonna exaggerate.
I feel like I feel like we have to have carte blanche to say these are all exaggerations, but
Yeah.
Every paladin that I have ever run with starts trying to tell at least one party member how to play their class, and they're always wrong. 100% of the time, they don't know what they're talking about.
Okay,
And I
Euphoria.
don't know why that comes with paladins.
Euphoria, I need you to pull packs for me.
I think my answer is still going over the coming up on 3 years. I think it's samurai. But weirdly enough, the thing I hate to see is not a job at all. It's the little icon that lets you know that someone is a mentor.
Uh-huh.
Every single time I've partied with not even partied with a mentor, partied with someone who has the mentor flag on.
Uh-huh.
Those are always those are always the assholes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I felt the need to mumble that I cuss on this channel all the time, but
I used to use that tag, but then everyone else I met using it was acting like a piece of shit, so I turned it off.
right, that's what I'm saying. It's been 100% in my experience, and it's uncanny.
Mm-hmm.
I know this is a subject change, but I love the level 70 Blue Mage outfit.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's really
Yeah.
good.
Blue Mage has a lot of very good style.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look the way I twirl my wand when I pull it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's like 20 frames max.
Ah,
I finally got my my Thavnarian dancer outfit,
Mhm.
oh, I see.
which I am using for magic DPS, of course.
Naturally.
Mhm.
That's right. I decided to go as Oliver Twist for my my sage.
Okay.
And I mentioned Dragoon.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Very 10,000 BC. Oh, I love that hat every time.
It's a good hat.
I like to just make all my clothes metallic too.
Yeah.
Where do you get metallic dye?
I just buy it off the board.
If you go to the Firmament and you happen to catch the Fets, I think you can trade in Skybuilder scripts for metallic dyes. I think.
Yeah. That is where I got the ruby red dye.
Ruby red, yeah, it is also, and I think cherry pink you can also get there.
Mm-hmm.
I thought cherry. No, it's rose pink you can get from the vendors,
Yeah.
from just regular guild vendors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cherry pink, which is an extreme hot pink,
Yeah.
is a pretty rare one. But
Very.
I think Skybuilder scripts will get you that.
It's a goddamn fuchsia.
Yes.
And it sells for like hundreds of thousands of gil on the market board.
Yeah.
And this is my astrologian, who is just literally Canadian grunge.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are.
That's actually very close to my crafter outfit, because it's just such a good look.
Mm-hmm. Also, I have the oven mitts because these globes get really hot.
My crafter is just the regular. My crafter and gatherer is just what I'm actually wearing.
It's right. It's just
because I worked super hard on these outfits. I had to craft them myself. I had to gather all the materials. I had to buy all this junk from the Namazu vendors to
Mm-hmm.
the storm sap.
Mm-hmm. I think this is.
I love the armor of light.
I think this is my favorite sword in the game, though.
It's ridiculous.
Makes no goddamn
What a
sense.
cleaver.
Look how enormous my lapidary hammer is.
It's a good hammer.
No, wait, that's a blacksmithing
Good
hammer. This
grief.
is a blacksmithing hammer.
Ah. It's
The
quite large, though.
The lapidary hammer is smaller, much
Mhm.
smaller,
Mhm.
as one would expect for a hammer that is, near as I can tell, for rabbits.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I did also
Alright.
pick this up, and I was debating if you weren't tanking. I was gonna go as
Santa tank.
I was gonna join the war on Christmas on the side of the war,
Oh,
but that we decided to go a different route tonight, and that's fine. I do love that the thing this year is just a full on Santa outfit. That was very cute with the beard and everything.
well, I mean,
Mhm.
if you had really wanted to tank, I can always DPS.
But I don't get
So
I don't get to
now
red
Andy
mage very
is
often.
Scrooge.
Yes.
Sorry, what?
Well, now Andy is Ebenezer Scrooge.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
They got their hat. They got
Yeah.
their grumpy arms crossed.
It's fantastic that this is the pose that I went to right when I switched glamours.
Uh-huh. You know,
Well, we'll give it another 5 minutes, and we'll see if we have any luck with Aquafa, and if not, so be it.
okay.
If not, I can go blue mage and we can run it unsynced.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. And then I can play with Bahamut, which I really like that Bahamut stays out with you for a while.
Yeah.
Though you can't just carry him around in the overworld like he used to.
Hmm. That's a
Used
shame.
to be a troll thing to do would be to go into a crowded area, summon Bahamut, and put him at maximum size.
Oh God.
Because his maximum size was a lot bigger than his current maximum size.
Hmm.
Like, double at least.
If I do go blue mage, I will need one of you to go healer long enough for me to copy you.
Yeah.
That's just the most useful ethereal mimicry I've found.
Makes sense.
It does not. The DPS mimicry is not that much damage.
Hmm.
Yeah.
The tank mimicry is not that much mitigation.
Right, and not that much damage reduction.
But the healer mimicry is so much more healing.
Yeah.
Somewhere in here there was. Yeah, there we go. Ah.
I can't stand on these lanterns. By the way,
I can sit in this fire.
yeah, I do like I do like your chocobo in the samurai armor.
Oh yeah, the Yojimbo armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put mine in the Shiva armor.
I put mine in the white mage armor.
Yeah.
Because she's a healer and really, really hot pink.
Well, oh yeah,
The hot pinkest possible.
mine is is the best teal I could get.
It's a pretty good teal. A little more
And-
cyan, I think.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I've
Where'd you go?
fed him.
Let me back up.
I've fed him all the onions he can eat, so he is a healer, a warrior, and a fighter.
I need
I
to
just-
do that, but
I just
keep
love-
putting it off.
The white mage hood down over the whole face of the chocobo.
Right?
Yeah, that's how bird hoods work.
I know, but it's just
It's so great.
It's so goofy. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
See, I had him.
Your chocobo is so small.
Yeah, it actually says in the. It actually says one of the NPCs actually says that they breed smaller ones for Lalafell.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I believe, I don't know if this is true, but I was told that at one point they were trying to have like consistency between the scaling,
Mm-hmm.
but there was something with the engine where it kept scaling them down anyway, and they just eventually went with it.
Oh, okay. So they rewrote the lore to match what the code was doing.
They do that a lot in this game.
They do.
Well, I mean, I've done it
It's
There we go.
easier than rewriting the code, honestly.
to match what the lore says. Yeah.
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 Um.
That chocobo's all snuggled up for the snow.
Oh, it's adorable.
What is that?
It's the Highland
What
barding.
is that? Highland.
It's the blue fox fur
Oh.
stuff that
That's-
I.
That's what my
That's-
oven mitts are from.
That's
Mm.
what I need the void drake stuff for.
Yeah.
The other
Good
Sorry.
bird. They're good birds, Bront.
They
Yes.
are good birds.
Here we go.
But yeah, I got
Hey,
impatient
you'll stay warm out here.
waiting.
No.
I got impatient waiting for to get a house and just bought 10 onions off the market.
Off the market board,
at a
yeah.
time.
Makes sense.
Mhm. I'm thinking about doing that, but I don't know.
Yeah. Alright, it
Well,
looks like we're
like-
out of luck on this, so if y'all are up for it,
Yeah.
let's do an unsynced run just to
Okay.
cap it off. And then we'll call it a day here.
Okay. Who would
Okay.
is either of you a healer? Yeah, you're a
I'm
I
a
am.
Sage, yeah.
Let's
There we
do this version so it'll last a little bit longer.
Let me switch to summoner now.
There you go.
Now, if we do run it unsynced,
Mhm.
I have killed her in like 2 minutes
That's
Mhm.
fine.
as blue mage.
Just remember to pose when she jumps into the air.
Yes.
Well, usually I take that opportunity to cast Diamond back.
Alright.
That's also my the astrologian pose that I use.
I usually do a dance just to see what frame it'll lock me into when it freezes. Ah, there she is. What a great character.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, when I kill her in like 2 minutes, that is with basic instinct up, so it will be slower this time.
Well, there we go.
It's okay because I also am summoner who has the second highest burst damage in the game
Yeah,
and also like the second highest damage over time.
yeah. Fucking 1v1 to Garlean battlecruiser.
I'm
And then-
wondering if
and then
each
she-
new
And then
Would
she
each
flew
new-
home with her dragon boyfriend and happily ever after.
And everything was fine.
So, like, if Shiva is summoned again, will she retain any of the memories? Will the creature retain any of the memories from previous summons?
These are great questions.
I would assume not.
Hmm. I wouldn't think so either, but it's in.
I
Because
love that we all have top hats.
Yeah.
they are created by Ether.
Here we
so,
go.
yeah,
Gobskin.
we're the Top Hat group. Oh yeah, I've never done extreme on this character.
Ooh,
Okay, good.
hell yeah.
We ready?
Let's
Yeah.
do it. And we go. Alright, now we have to take out the golems. Or the soldiers. There we go. Hehe. Dance time! Let's see what frame we get.
Oh, I got jazz hands.
I was a little too slow. I wanted to get that.
Uh-huh.
Enjoy your butt rock.
Mm-hmm. For like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And game over.
Highly recommend looking up the song Oblivion from Final Fantasy XIV. particularly looking up the lyrics. Mwah.
Achievement unlocked, let it go.
Yeah, they are trolls. The localization team are trolls, and I love them.
Yes.
Mhm. If it bleeds, I can kill it is still my
If
favorite.
it bleeds, I can kill it is one of the all-timers.
Okay. It gets even.
Oh, shit.
Everybody, if you want it, roll neat on it. Absolutely.
I'm not gonna roll on that sword. I don't play red mage.
That's valid.
Uh, uh,
I will greet it.
you can have it.
Alright.
I run this lady all the time. I ran her until I got the mount.
Oh, right.
So I think I've got all the weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. All right, we'll have a copy of Butt Rock for the house now.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I think I already have that one. I already have
Alright.
everything she drops, I think.
Well, there you go.
Aw.
Well, fantastic, and we timed it just right. It is
Hell yeah.
is right on time over here.
I'm gonna sign off. I actually need to eat before I go on.
Okay.
So
So we'll toss a raid your way here in just a little bit, and I'll do our outro here. Thank you both so much for joining me. This was a blast.
Thanks for having me.
us.
Of course. All right, I'll switch on over, and we'll get started on the sign-off.
Okay.
Close out the mumbles there. There. I don't know why I call it the mumbles, but it's just a tradition now, so here we are. Well, that was lovely. We wrapped up just in time. We have we have our sweet little Nana Bear. Yeah, alright. Thank y'all for coming and hanging out. As I said, this is a one-off stream. We'll be back on next Thursday. We will not be streaming. We'll not be streaming Saturday. No Saturday streams for a while. That was a unique thing to kind of cram through the end of Alan Wake 2. But no stream this Monday because it is Christmas Day, and we have plans. So next Thursday, the 28th. Yes, 28th of December. Next Thursday, whatever next Thursday is, we will kick off with Signalis, New Game Thursday. New Game Thursday. And by then I will also be officially announcing the new season, which will include a number of cool, somewhat horror-y games on a theme that will get announced, and then we'll have our first seasonal icon in a while. Yeah, more on that next Thursday. Yeah, alright, I think that's it. Bad Road and Alice were wonderful. Alice will be over at twitch.tv/SquirrelLily here in a little bit, so we're going to go and toss a raid her way preemptively. She's going to go eat, as she said, and then get set up. So if you all just hang tight and hang out. For more Final Fantasy, I believe it's going to be Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion. Got there. But yeah, this has just been a nice chill night of wintry things in honor of the solstice, and I appreciate you all coming and hanging out. So yeah, that's that on that. Be sure to check out our full stream team schedule at schedule.truck.community that has what everybody's up to all throughout the week. We often have multiple streams at nights, and you can see what's on the whole menu with links to the various channels of the stream team and who's streaming what, where, when, all of that jazz. There might even be jazz at some point. I don't know. I don't even try to predict us anymore. Who knows? So that's that. Yeah, I don't have any more outro than that other than to say have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful holiday for those of y'all that celebrate. And I will hope to see at least some of you in a week when we kick off Signalis. See you then. Have a great night, everybody. Bye.